Dynamic, articulate, perceptive, courageous, outspoken.
Welcome back to the dojo. Yes, we got another reaction. This time, it's a reaction of a reaction. Unfortunately, I couldn't find the original video. But it says, y'all women aren't worth it. Black man says it's too hard getting angry women to be submissive. That's what it says. So, this is on Life Lessons for Men channel. I don't know where the original video is. I mean, I could try to look for it, but I don't think I'm going to find it. Anton Daniels. I guess he saw it on Anton Daniels' channel. But without further ado, we're going to get into this and see what's going on.
So let me say this. Wow. I mean, how many PlayStations have you bought?
I bought a lot of them. And Xboxes. And GameCube. And Wii's, all types of games.
Because you mentioned that with a passion.
Man, look, it's something that we all done went through. We all just don't speak on it. We all done dated women with kids, and we all done got the short end of the stick. It's just we all deal with it in different ways. Some of us speak out on it, some of us don't. They always get the bigger end of the stick.
Some of these tweets that talk like he's talking out of hurt. For real, it's just me.
I'm talking out of hurt. You see that these men ain't disagreeing.
What I think.
Then why don't one man disagree?
Wow. When you look at it like that, he said, now one man disagree. Ain't one man try to interject or talk over him or nothing like that. But they steadily talking over him. You know what I mean? There's just a battle of the sexes between men and women. And men, we don't really care for these type of battles. It's like we really just want to get along with y'all. We really just want to get along with y'all. But y'all make it very difficult. Y'all make it very difficult. So some of us just throw our hands up and say, to hell with it. I'm just not going to date. I'm going to do my own thing. And I think that may be where these brothers are at. I don't know though. But they on this. I don't know why, like, all the men is in the background, like you can barely even see them. I don't really understand that one either. I don't know what this talk show is called, but I think it might be something in here that's gonna be good. Let's listen.
Cause you're the only person.
First of all, this whole thing about men playing video games and stuff, I don't understand why women have such a big deal about guys playing video games, because, ladies, would you rather your man be in the streets and you don't know where he's at? He could be out doing whatever. Even if he's being faithful, you don't know where he is physically at and what he's doing. But if he's in the living room, in the bedroom, in the basement, whatever, playing video games, playing Madden or Call of Duty or whatever with his homeboys, or just playing something by himself, you know exactly what he is. And plus, for the most part, it's so much more cost effective to play video games than going out to the club every night, because you popping bottles and this and that, versus just buying a PlayStation or buying an Xbox and just playing some games. I don't understand what's the big deal is. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that part, because I really don't get it myself.
Person talking, really,
Do
to be
any
honest.
man disagree with what I have said so far? Speak now. If you do, it's fine.
Hey, don't put me in this.
No, I'm for real. I said any man.
I'm staying out the way.
Hey, I'm staying out of this.
I'm staying out the way on that. So yeah, some of it is legit.
Man, I thought all the guys was riding with him. But now we see everybody don't want to play that game. Everybody don't want to be real with it. He said, I ain't really feeling that, brothers. There's only like 4 of y'all here, man. There's only like 4 of y'all in the back of there. And you not gonna ride with the homies, man. You really want one of them ladies up in there. That's what it is. Man, you got, man, come on, man. What he's saying ain't wrong. He's saying, like, yeah, we done bought the games. It's probably for somebody else's kids that he bought the games for. You know what I mean? He done bought all them games, but still, you can't end up with the woman because she got an attachment to her previous baby father, and she just going through the motions with you. But let's continue, man.
If I'm honest,
I'm ready to.
See, first of all, this
This why I don't want to do reactions of reactions, because he gonna pause it like right after I done paused it and said something. Like, I really want to try to find the original video. Let me pause this real quick. I'm gonna try to find the original video. They made that shit real hard to find. I can't seem to find it, so we just gonna go back into the video anyway. Oh well.
it's just we all deal with it in different ways. Some of us speak out on it, some of us don't. They always
because you don't want to upset her feelings. You don't want to make her mad. You want to be able to get some box later on.
Let me see what
First
he's
of
saying.
all, this is one of the biggest problems that we have as brothers out here, as men. We have these guys that are so afraid to speak their mind because you don't want to upset her feelings. You don't want to make her mad. You want to be able to get some box later on. Stop being so docile. Stop being so unwilling to express yourself in a healthy way. I'm not saying you got to be disrespectful, but there's a way to express how you feel about something, what you think about something. What are your experiences in dating in this context? So you got other guys talking about, hey, don't put me in that. Don't put me in that. I don't want to be a part of that. Don't put me in that. I won't be a part of this conversation. Leaving this man on an island by himself.
I already spoke about that. You know what I mean? And I was saying, like, the other two didn't want to ride with him because they don't want no problems with the women. It's one of them women on that show that they want to get with, and they not trying to make no waves. Like, and what they don't realize is that's an easy way to not get the box. Not picking a side, not taking a stand for nothing. You ain't got no backbone, you ain't got no spine. You know what I mean? That's what that looked like. That's what that really looked like. Because the females, they talking to the guy that said something about video games, they talking to him. They not talking to nobody else. That's what I'm going to say. That's what I'm going to say.
So all the women, they're going to unite. That's what the sisterhood is. They stick together, even if they don't know each other, even if they've never met each other. It could be in person. It could be online, social media, whatever. They have a sister code that they do not break in most occasions. But the brothers, we just so pressed to try to get some box. We will break the bro code real quick. We will leave a man on the island, even if we know we disagree. We have the same thought process. We have the same mindset. We have the same experience. But we're gonna leave this man on the island by himself. This is the simp stuff that's out here right now. Stop simping and stop being so docile. Stop being so afraid to hurt their feelings. You don't know these women. You don't owe them anything. You really think that they are afraid of your feelings? You really think they care about your feelings? When they call you broke, when they call you incels, when they call you all kinds of stuff out here? No.
I just realized we not going to really get to see the whole video. Because I'm looking on his video and he's already like halfway through the video. So I don't know how I'm going to be able to find this video on its own. I don't know where it is. I don't know where this video is. I tried to find it, but I can't find it because I don't know what's the name of the talk show. And it's another dude all the way on the left side. I ain't even see him. But yeah, it's another guy over there too. Behind the girl in the beige dress. On the left of the lady with the card in her hand. Yeah, it's a dude over there. It's like, it's a couple more dudes, but they all real quiet.
No, they don't care. They don't care. Honestly, nor should they. So if they don't care about your feelings, why are you caring so much about theirs? Because you're trying to get boxed. That's really what it is right there. You so pressed to try to get some, you don't want to upset them because you want to leave the door open to try. Maybe you think you can sneak in the back door later on by talking some good stuff to her, telling her what she want to hear, instead of being a man, growing some cojones and telling them exactly how you feel, what you think. and uniting as your brother. If we have a more united front, we will be able to get more through to some of these women. But some of them, honestly, you can't tell them nothing because individual men just saying themselves, they don't want to hear that. But if we unite and we stick to one voice, we stick to one message that is a consensus with most men, we will have a much more of ability to break through and to have some of these ladies hear us and really think about the experiences that we get from them.
I hear what he's saying, but when it comes to men, it's always competition. It's a dog eat dog world when it comes to men. So no men ever really gonna be on that wave because they trying to get they shit wet. They not worried about you getting yours or defending you from women who ain't worthy. Women, they ally with each other so they can defend one another, like to keep each other out of situations. Like they got it's different with them, bro. You gotta understand it's different with them. They look at us off rip as a threat, so we gotta prove to them that we're a threat to other people, but not to her. You know what I mean? It's what he talking about is not a simple fix. It's really not, bro. It's not a simple fix. Because every dude gotta put in effort to get any girl, bro. Even a girl that like him, you still gotta put in some type of effort. You can't just make her do everything. Cause then she gonna lose attraction for you. So you gotta put some effort into something. You know what I mean? Like, but if you really just gonna crumble at the first drop of a hat, you're not even gonna stick to no type of guns. You just gonna try to remain neutral all day to get the favor or the hopes of getting the favor of the women. Like, bro, you already lost. You already lost. Now we just counting down the moments until she reject you. Because that's how it's gonna be if you always agreeing with them. And if you always agree with them, that means you're playing her game. You know, the man, he's supposed to be the dominant one in the relationship, but that ain't always the case. If you can't call the shots, then you just gonna be serving. That's what it is. You just gonna be serving. But let's continue.
I'm with him, but I'm not with him. Let me tell you why I'm with him. Some of the things that he's saying make sense, but I think that when you get with the right woman, you guys communicate, then everything can go the way he's saying.
Love it.
So like I think he's referring to a submissive woman. And I think that you have to communicate with the woman on a certain level to find out if she is submissive, and then he'll get everything he's talking about. But he's not dealing with submissive women. He's just dealing with, I don't know. I'm dealing with women.
Yeah, I think the brother right there, I think he hit something. I think he talking about some real shit. But he's saying the type of woman that he want to deal with is a submissive woman. Like, we didn't really get the whole gist of what he said because we came in the video in the middle somewhere. You know what I mean? We didn't get to see the whole beginning and what everybody introducing themselves and whatever. We didn't see none of that. We just coming in the medias ray and right in the middle somewhere and trying to figure out what they really talking about. You know what I mean? That's what's really going on. If you confused as I am, it's because we didn't get the whole thing. You know what I mean? So what the second guy is talking about, he's saying he want to submit a woman. I could agree with that, because you might be dealing with women that is really not compatible with you. Like, y'all really not on the same wavelength. You just like what you see in her, and you want it to work out, so you play a role. But you're never supposed to do that. You're supposed to find a woman that you really connect with and then build with that. You know what I mean? Like, you're not supposed to be over here trying to force connections and trying to woo your way into somebody's life, especially if they already got kids. Like, some guys, they going about it the wrong way, and they going for the wrong women. That's really what it is. Some of y'all going about it the wrong way, and some of y'all going for the wrong women. It's possible to go for the wrong woman. Yes, it is. It definitely is. So let's go ahead and continue.
Women that's manipulative. Like, women nowadays,
I don't know.
I'm dealing with women that's manipulative. Like, women nowadays, they only want to be submissive when it fits them. They'll be submissive when we going on trips and when I'm paying the rent and whenever their car break down, I'm getting it fixed and whenever everything else is going good. When I tell you don't go to the club, it's a problem. You submissive whenever you want to be. Whenever I tell you to do something you don't want to do, now you're no longer submissive.
Where, yeah, the brother, he got it kind of twisted, because just because you handling all the bills and taking care of shit and taking her on trips and whatnot, she get the right to be submissive when she want to be. She know how to play the game. You can't be mad at her for being what she really is. And what she really is not yours. She's not your property. But you still gotta remember that if you want her favor, there's a certain way you gotta conduct yourself. And if you can't get a woman to follow your lead, or to believe you, or to want to follow you, like, bro, you just spinning your wheels, bro. You just wasting your time. And then you saying it with such passion and such vigor, like she better listen to what I say. Like, bro, you gotta let that go. Like, I think the key is to not have to tell a woman what to do. You want her to ask you what she should do. You know what I mean? You dealing with a different type of woman these days. You want a woman that wants your guidance. You know what I mean? She cares what you think about the situation or the problem or the issue or whatever. If you have a woman that respects your guidance, like, she more than likely gonna always listen to you. Just because she respects your guidance, it ain't about your rules. She's a grown woman. She can do what she want to do. That's a fact. But if she respects your guidance, then you might have something there.
That's not going for me.
And see, some of these ladies out here, they know how to be submissive when it comes to their job. The boss tell you to do something. Oh, right away, sir. I'll be right there, sir. You know, you want to make sure you have a good job performance. You want to make sure that you make your quotas. You want to make sure that you get good performance reviews. Why? Because your paycheck is on the line. But with us, you don't care. You don't feel like you have to listen to us. You feel like you can just do and say whatever you want because you take us for granted.
All right, so what I'm getting from this is a lot of hurt energy. What I'm getting from this is men who haven't gotten to the point where they stop caring about all these feelings and emotions and shit. I know it sounds callous. I know it sounds cold. But bear with me. Because men who always worried about what a woman is doing and how she's acting, you taking the focus off of yourself. Like, if you really want to be with this woman, you can't be focused on what she's doing all the time. It's going to make you mad. And as a man, it's really not your place to be mad unless somebody brings harm to your family, your loved ones, your children, or your livelihood. If it ain't that, you really don't have no reason or right to be mad. A woman gonna do whatever she wanna do. Like, you talk about being submissive, like, why y'all want so much control? Why do you want so much control? Are you a control freak? Is that the issue here? Because even the guy who's narrating the video, or trying to narrate the video, I should say, like, he's talking like from that red pill perspective. We got to get out of it. Stop worrying about what women do and worry about what you doing. You know what I mean? Worry about getting your stuff in order. You're going to find the right woman at the right time. That's how it's supposed to go. Everybody keep wanting to experiment with this and try that. Like, bro, wait for the right one, man. You gonna know when they come through. But I think most of us, because this guy was talking about getting boxed earlier, that's what most men is focused on. Y'all just focused on trying to get laid. You know what I mean? Y'all, that's the only focus. Y'all just focus on trying to get laid, and you think these women don't understand that. Like, bro, they see right through it. So like you need to be about something more than just getting laid. And especially if you just paying bills and taking them on vacation, they know what you trying to get. It's just amazing that they got that up out of you before you got laid. Like man will go around the world twice to get laid. If he knows that all I gotta do is go around the world twice and I can get laid, okay, cool, I'll do that. Like, bro, that's what I see. That's what I see. But yeah, let's keep going.
So that job that you work at is more of a value to you than the man that you're with. Even if that man is your husband, he might be your fiance or whatever. But the thing is, you need to show a man what kind of woman you are up front, because you expect a man to show the kind of man he is up front. You want a man to show those husband qualities up front, but you don't want to show any wife qualities up front. So if you're not showing me wife qualities up front, why should I even bother to marry you? If you say, oh, I'm not gonna cook, I'm not gonna clean, I'm not gonna do anything for this, he need to show me this, he need to show me he can pay all the bills, he need to show me he can be a real man, he can lead and all this other kind of stuff. Well, the men are saying, well, we don't want the attitude. We don't want you walking out here with all your body parts hanging all out for everybody to see. We don't want you out here just acting all ratchet and stuff like that. Those are not wifely qualities. And you said, if you want to say you're not going to cook, you're not going to clean, you're not going to give any wifely duties to this man, don't expect any husband duties for him. Don't have the expectation that a man pay your bills up front when he don't even know you. Because are you going to cook for him up front without knowing him? Are you going to do things that you would do as a wife up front? Oh, if he marries me, then I'll give him those wifely duties. No, you won't. No, you won't. Because you already got the ring. You already got my last name. So what's the incentive? You got what you wanted. So you
See, this is what I mean by talking from a hurt place. Like, and he going on and on and on and on and on. Like, that's why I don't really like doing reactions, because it's somebody else's opinion being thrown in there, and he really taking it far. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what I'm saying about this whole like man woman thing, like, bro, a woman gonna do whatever she wanna do. She gonna do whatever she wanna do. Unless she really respect you as a man, your guidance, the way you get down, your charisma, all that, bro. She gonna do whatever she want. And that's most women these days. They're going to do whatever they want. The thing how you know a woman is a wife is she gonna act like a wife before she's married. Okay? She gonna be doing wifely duties before she's married because she wants to. She's gonna fulfill that role before she even has a ring. If you give a ring to a woman who's never taken on that role, then you get everything you deserve. She never showed you that she was a wife or wanted to be one. She just wanted a ring and wanted a wedding day. That's it. That's it. So, like, this opinionated things about how a woman should act, you haven't found the right woman either, sir. You haven't found the right woman either, because his channel is Life Lessons for Men. But I ain't really learned nothing. It seemed like he's talking to women. That's what it seemed like. He's talking to women. It's called Life Lessons for Men, but he's not saying anything to men about how to better yourself or how to get yourself aligned better with women. He's just going off on hurt feelings about how unsuccessful he was with women and what he thinks women should be or act like. Bro, you gotta drop all that. Every woman is different. They might all react and do some of the same shit, but each woman is different. What she looking for in a man is different than what you probably are. So, I mean, we can keep listening to him ramble, but I really wanted to see like the show and what they was going to be talking about, the people on the show.
Spring does not change who a person is. You accept who they are, good, bad, or indifferent. So, fellas, if you are out here wifing girls up, dating them seriously, and they are just being just aggressive and got all this bad attitude and everything else, because guess what? Just because she got a pretty face and a big butt doesn't mean she has an ugly soul. You can have a banging body and a nasty spirit. So the fact that you want to talk about, oh, I'm not being submissive until this and that, we don't deal with that conditional femininity because you don't want to deal with conditional masculinity. Be a woman up front, be feminine up front, be a wife up front. He who finds a wife found a good thing. That means you are a wife first. You act like a wife first. And
I already said that. See, like he put the most. He don't put the most important part first. He put his feelings into it when he explained. He put his feelings into it, and then he give you the reason why. I see, but again, he's talking to women. This channel is called Life Lessons for Men. Life Lessons for Men, but he's talking to women. I don't understand it. I need to take me a break. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm not understanding what's going on here. But we're going to keep listening. But I'm going to take me a little break. I'll be back. You won't even realize I'm gone. That's crazy when you watching somebody reaction video and you beat them to their reaction points. That's interesting. He doing way more talking than anybody else in the video. Like, I want to hear what the people are going to say. Not so much you, but I do want to hear his talking points and what he's going to say, but he haven't really given me anything that I can really go off of. I've like made his talking points first and then he said it later. So, and this is his video. So I guess I'm just peeping what's really going on without having the whole video to go with. So let's continue.
then once I see consistency that you are giving me wifely duties, just like I'm consistently giving you husband duties, then I will go to the store and get down on bended knee and ask you to marry me. But otherwise, no, I'm not going to do it. This is what the guys are talking about when they said it's not worth it. We're not doing it no more. We're going to walk away because of attitudes just like this. And the brothers, now they finally trying to step in a little bit. They know that they agree with him, but they don't want to say too much because they don't want to step into the fire with him. They just want to let him walk into the fire by himself.
It's not going for I can't lie to you. He got some truth in there.
That's true. That's true.
I'm gonna keep it a book.
He ain't saying shit wrong with that.
But what I noticed, I'm noticing that more so in the generation that came before me, the 30 and down. The ones that's around my age and up, they're a little better. But you know, them young ones, they've been having the little issues, you know. They do all of it, and then no offense, baby, but it's too much of the snapbacks of the hands and all that extra.
The attitude.
When you're doing for them, everything good. But
Too much talking back.
I might be rich on this a little bit.
They're not letting us lead.
Yeah,
We
it's
need
kinda-
to be able to lead, but how can I lead a woman who every time I say something, she got something to say back?
It's because you dealing with, I forget what the Bible calls it, a contentious woman. Yes. You are dealing with a contentious woman, a woman that always needs to contend and combat and fight everything that you say because she don't believe you and she don't trust you. That's what's going on, brothers. Y'all dealing with contentious women. Women that want to fight. Women that don't believe you. Women that don't have really no faith in men. Women who want to turn their backs on men, but they love men too much. You dealing with a combative, contentious woman. That's the issue. What the brother said earlier about picking the right one, he was right on that point. You got to pick the one that wants to follow your lead. That's what it's about. You picking women that always giving you back talk and lip and want to combat everything you say and do. You picking the wrong ones. That's what's really going on here, bro. That's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. You picking the wrong ones.
You get in a relationship with a man who you feel like gonna do better by you and get you in a better place in life, but you don't want to listen to him. Why are you with him then?
I can't listen to a man or be led by a man that's gonna lead me into darkness. If
That's
I
right.
see off rip that you finna lead me into some BS,
Then get
I'm not.
away
Then
from
now
me.
let me take the reins. I'm gonna have to take the reins to be masculine. Don't no woman wants.
I'm gonna have to take the reins and be masculine. That's a poor choice of words. That's a poor choice of words because you never taking no reins or nothing. It ain't no ride. This ain't a ride. This is real life. So you gonna take my life into your hands now while you're mad and upset and think I'm not doing right? This is what we mean by picking the right ones. It's a mentality thing. You gotta get somebody that's on your wavelength. Just off of what you're saying, and then the way she came snap back right immediately. That's already a woman you can't deal with. Because she already is combative and contentious. Already. She can't even talk without no emotion. She is angry. And she came here to get it out today. Like, she's like, I can't. She had flashbacks. She said, I cannot be led by a man who's going to lead me into darkness. What do you mean by darkness? What do you mean by darkness? Like, she's not explaining her point. She's just saying, I'm not going to be led by somebody who don't know where they going. Like, she talking about leading you into darkness. Like, baby girl, what do you mean lead me into darkness? But, you know, it's the mentality. You got to find somebody with a similar mentality, a similar wavelength, a similar energy. You can't just be trying to connect with anything and everyone. That's the issues.
To be masculine.
Go pick better men to date.
Listen,
What?
no woman wants to be masculine. We
Well,
all
pick.
desire to be in our femininity. You know, we want a man to be able to be a provider, but you know, like you just said, it's different structure.
See, what I notice about the femininity when women talk about masculinity and femininity, they talking about laziness. I want to rest in my femininity. I want to rest in my laziness. I don't want to have to do nothing. I want you to be able to take care of everything and I don't worry about nothing. That's what they talking about. Rest in my femininity. That's what they talking about. And when they talk about masculinity, oh, I got to do shit. I got to do something. You always got to do something. You're an adult. You got responsibilities too. And I'm not here to take care of all your responsibilities so you can rest in your laziness. That's what we talking about. When she talking about this femininity, we don't want to be masculine. We want to just lay around and let you take care of everything. That's what she's saying. I'm going to take it back so you can listen again.
No woman wants to be
damn.
masculine.
Go pick better men to date.
Listen,
What?
no woman wants to be masculine. We
Well,
all
pick.
desire to be in our femininity. You know, we want a man to be able to be a provider, but you know, like you just said, it's different strokes for different folks. So, you know, and just like you said, you got to have that communication with whoever you with. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, let me ask you
I
a
feel like it's boundaries to everything you're saying. And I don't disagree with nothing you said. I definitely do agree with you to a certain standpoint. But on the women's side of it, because personally, I want to be submissive to my man. If I can see that my man going to lead me to greatness and we can lead and be a partners, because ultimately I want a husband. That's a partnership.
Okay.
If I feel like that I can trust you and you can lead to me and we can do something, then that's going to be beautiful. But if I see...
First of all, real quick, marriage is not a partnership. There is a leader and there is a...
Whoa. He got it all wrong because marriage is definitely a partnership. It's a business partnership. That's why the state gets involved when y'all get married. You have to sign a contract because, yes, it is a partnership, but it's more so a business partnership. Before he go ahead and tell you the wrong thing, I'm going to go ahead and clear that up because you definitely have to sign a contract when you get married, especially at the courthouse or wherever, unless you're doing common law marriage. Unless you're doing common law marriage, and that's marriage when y'all both live together for 7 years or more. The state just recognizes y'all as husband and wife. But if you talking about getting an actual marriage license, signing a contract, getting the state involved, yes, that's a business. and that is a business partnership, and the state is a partner in that business. Yes. Before he tell you guys the wrong thing, yes, marriage is a business partnership. So go ahead, let's hear what he's gonna say.
A follower. The man is the head of the household. He is the leader of the family. You take his last name. He don't take your last name. It's not a partnership.
I gotta stop him right there too. Because the man can be the head of the household, sure, but what he really is the foundation of the household. The man is the foundation of the household. Because if he crumbles, then what happens to the household? What happens to the household? Okay then. He's the foundation. You can be the head of the household if that's what you want to call yourself. But you're really the foundation of the household. You are the foundation. And if there's no man there, there's no foundation. So let's continue.
There's an order. God, husband, wife, children. That is it. The man is being led by God. The wife is being led by the husband. The children are being led by both, but initially led by the wife. So the women are the first teachers of the children. I didn't say only, I said first. The first teachers of the children. When they are, smaller and babies and toddlers and little kids and stuff like that. But once they get older, once they start getting into, 4th, 5th grade, middle school, especially high school, that's when it's time for the man, for the husband to truly take over, especially for boys. To teach him how to be a man, to teach him how to be an adult, to teach him how to move in this world. And if it's a girl, to teach him what kind of man to stay away from, to be the first example of what a man is in this world. That's what a man does, but he cannot do any of that if he is not. If y'all are fighting for leadership. If you got a man that's being masculine and a woman that's being masculine, they're gonna constantly bump heads. They're gonna constantly just battle against one another. Someone has to back down and play the follower role. And guess what? Ladies will not respect men who play the second position, who play the beta position, who follow them. They will not respect them at all. So the only way for a relationship to truly work is if a man is in his masculine energy, he is leading his family down the right path. She's talking about the kind of guys that you don't want to date. The brother in the back is talking about the kind of guy that is doing the right things. She's bringing up the kind of guys that's going to lead you down to hell. No one's talking about that. We're talking about a man who is trying to lead his family to greatness, and a woman is not being in her feminine naturally and falling into the secondary position and following her man's lead. That's what this brother's talking about, but she is just on something different. So again, the only way for it to work is for the man to be in his masculine and he is leading his family, and the woman following the leadership of her man, her husband preferably, and playing the secondary role. I'm not saying she doesn't have a voice. I'm not saying she doesn't have an opinion. Hell, there are some areas where she will be a much stronger lead than him because he doesn't know everything. And guess what? Nobody's perfect. He can't know everything. You can still learn from your woman in some areas, and she can lead in some areas. But overall, it is the man who is the leader and the head of the household.
I see you on some BS or you doing something you don't got nothing to do, then it's like, nah, baby, I might have to take the reins on this one. I say it all the time, but if I see you doing something, I gotta
I feel like that's their fault.
steer the boat.
I do got one question. They pick them.
I like how she's saying, I got to take the reins on this one. Like, she got to take control. She got to do what's best for the situation or the relationship. Like, no, she's going to do what's best for her. She going to do what's best for her or what she think is best for her. Like, you got to understand what people really be saying when they open up their mouth. Like, she talking about she's not going to be led by somebody who she don't think they going the right way. So she's going to lead herself. She not going to do nothing with you. She's going to lead herself out of that situation. Whatever she got to do to get out of it, she going to get out of it. That's what that's about. So she talking about if I see you doing something you ain't got no business doing. Like, what are you talking about? I'm a grown man. I can do whatever I want to do. What do you mean doing something I ain't supposed to be doing? Like, you not my mother. She got the wrong perspective about dealing with a man in the first place. She trying to take on a maternal role. Like, you not my mother. You my wife. You my girl. You talking about you want a husband, you have to see a man as a man, not as a boy. That's the whole mistake there. Like, you can't even see him as a man. Regardless of whichever way he leading you, you got to be able to see him as a man. None of the men she dealt with, she can see them as a man worthy of being married to. That's the whole issue, but let's continue.
Well, I know
You got your pick of the litter.
a lot of women and men, we all go through things, and that can kind of dictate our next relationships, right? Do you give that man a first space to be able to lead?
I feel personally, I'd like to give, I'm an Aquarius.
Here she go with her sign. Like, any of that really matters in what he asked you. You got to understand what type of women you dealing with. When you ask a woman a direct question and she got to go off into her sign and why she's saying this, she got to preface everything so you know. Like, nah, bro, just talk. Just talk. Like, all that extra astrology and extra stuff about you, like, we didn't ask you all that. We asked you one specific question about, will you give a man a space to lead? Will you even give him the opportunity to show you that he can lead and direct you and guide you on the right path? Like, this woman right here is a lost cause. That's not even a woman you take serious. She can't even take herself serious. She talking about her sign and shit. He asked you a question about how can you deal with a man? Will you give him a fresh space to lead? She talking about her sign. Like, come on, bro.
love people just expressing themselves.
First of all, we don't care what your sign is. Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio. We don't care. What does that have to do with your behavior, with your character, with your attitude? Are you peaceful? Are you not? Are you going to allow a man to lead, or are you going to be in your masculine and battle him for leadership? I don't care what your sign is. Be a grown person. Be an adult. Because you don't want to hear that stuff from us. Oh, I'm a Gemini. No, stop all that. We don't care.
Selves and being them, being true to yourself. So I'm always gonna give anybody the benefit of the doubt when I first meet you. Let me give you a chance to see what you're gonna do on your own. But now if it gets to the point like, all right, I can see what you did. All right, this is good here, but this needs some work. Then a conversation either needs to be had on what we can do to be better. But if it's not going in that way, then we just need to separate ways. I'm not one of the people that's gonna stay with somebody who's not making me happy. If we didn't have one too many conversations about the same thing, you continuously just doing the same thing. Vice versa, it could be something I'm doing the same thing, and we had multiple conversations on. Then it's like, yeah, if it's not working, we can't come to agreement. Then cool, part ways. But if something that's evident,
I got a question.
Yeah.
Do y'all feel her energy? The way she was just,
Yeah, I definitely felt her energy. It was a whole bunch of confused and flustered energy because she didn't even know what to say, and she really didn't say anything at all. She didn't explain nothing at all. She just said, if we can't get along, then I don't need to be with you. That's basically what she said. You're not making me happy. Like, what? So this is about your happiness. So I have to constantly make you happy for you to want to be with me. Okay, I see what type of woman that is. And like I said before, that's not a woman you take serious. That is not a woman you take serious because she don't even take herself serious. She don't know what serious is. Everything's a fucking astrology game. But whatever, bro. Let's go ahead. Let's continue.
Did y'all feel her energy? Do you feel that she is a peaceful woman? Because the energy that I'm getting is that she's got some attitude in her. I can feel it. I can see that energy just in her soliloquy right there. I can feel the kind of energy that she's giving off to men. That attitude and stuff like that. You can express yourself and express your feelings in a much more peaceful way.
I felt the energy the first time we heard her speak versus what the guy was saying. I felt it right off the rip. Like, I keep hitting his talking points before he do. I don't know what's going on, man. I'm just calling it like I see it when I see it. As soon as I see it, I call it out. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, bro. I peeped the whole thing without even being able to see the whole video. I peeped the whole thing.
Softer tone especially as a woman. But just the way that she's coming off, it just feels like it's aggressive, and it's not even a crazy conversation that even has to escalate to that. She seemed like the kind of woman that would just start cussing you out at the drop of a dime. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Did I get anything right? What do y'all think about this conversation? Y'all let me know. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Well, I don't like that he didn't even play the whole video. He just picked a part of the video that he wanted to harp on. We didn't get to see everybody talk. We didn't get to hear everybody's point of view. It was just a small segment of the video that he had paused it at. And it was just a few parts that he wanted to talk about. He talked about it at length. We didn't get the whole video. I wish I could have found it myself so I could have did a proper reaction. But we not going to hate on this man. It was either him or Anton Daniels, and I don't really like Anton Daniels. He's way too opinionated. I don't want to hear nothing that man talking about. But yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. Hope you enjoyed. So, Professor Hawk signing out. Hawk Sensei bids you adieu. I hope you enjoyed this reaction, guys. Toodaloo.